The Reach Meandera has been the SUV of decision for big names and rich elites for quite a long time. However, despite the fact that it spoils its travelers like an extravagance vehicle, it actually presents rough terrain capacity that implies it can wander well off on a pathway. All models accompany all-wheel drive, a flexible air suspension, and a lot of ground leeway. You can pick between inline-6, module crossbreed, and V8 powertrains. You can likewise deck the Reach Meandera out with every conceivable kind of extravagance highlights, incorporating kneading seats in the two lines, back-kin seats, power deployable backseat collapsible tables, and a drink chiller. Regardless of which variant you pick, you'll follow through on a six-figure cost, and that implies the Reach Meandera naturally costs more than section-level forms of opponents, for example, the Cadillac Escalade, the Jeep Fantastic Wagoneer, and the Mercedes-Benz GLS class. The Reach Meandera is accessible with a group of 4 of powertrains, beginning with a turbocharged inline-6 with a 48-volt crossover framework named P400 that creates 395 torque. During our underlying test drive, it ended up being sleek and given satisfactory energy to pull the enormous Reach Meandera around. A 523 horsepower twin-super 4.4-litre V8 motor, Land Meandera calls it P530, is much perkier and wrenches up the Reach Wanderer's towing ability to 8,200 pounds. At our test track, the P530 hustled the Reach Wanderer to 60 miles per hour in 4.3 seconds, the P400 did it in 5.5 seconds. A 542 horsepower modular half-breed choice, called P550E, is likewise accessible, however just on the short wheelbase collection of Memoirs trim, and the Reach Besting SV accompanies a 606 horsepower V8 called P615. Our long wheelbase P400 test vehicle figured out how to hit 60 miles per hour in a genuinely energetic 5.5 seconds, while the short wheelbase P530 we tried did it in 4.3 seconds. The Reach Wanderer's ride is appropriately rich and, with its customizable air suspension set to solace mode, it essentially drifts not too far off. Turning the dial to dynamic mode firms things up some, yet the large Meandera actually goes for the gold first mission. Likewise with past ages of the Reach Meandera, this new age model offers an extravagant inside decked out with rich calfskins and woods. However, purchasers who need a more feasible lodge can now pick another cowhide-free choice, which subs in fleece or different materials. The inside can be sorted out to situate 4, 5, or 7 relying upon design and wheelbase. A discretionary mechanized divider for the freight region helps hold things back from moving around a lot during movement, and the Reach Wanderer's parted backlift gate can be utilized as helpful and open to seating for outside occasions. All models get another 13.1-inch bended infotainment show with Land Meandera's most recent Pivot Genius interface. Remote Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are both norm, and the framework likewise accepts Amazon's Alexa voice partner. Other standard highlights: remember for en route, remote cell phone charging, Sirius XM satellite radio, and a 13.7-inch computerized measure show. A backseat theater setup with double 11.4-inch shows is accessible, similar to a Meridian sound system with 35 speakers and surrounding sound blocking innovation installed into the headrests.